Yeah, something's up.
Was it muted?
It was, can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Janelle here, I can hear you.
Now you're muted. Oh.
Okay, try that again.
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, now it's working. You guys weren't coming out on the meeting owl, so we are recording and I'd like to make a motion to open the New Paltz Town Board meeting for what is the date today?
It's the 15th.
June 15th, 2023.
Yeah.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda. I need to add an executive session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
Any announcements?
I have two announcements. Announcement one is just a reminder to the community that early voting starts on Saturday, 9 a.m. At the New Paltz Community Center. We have our own location there. I don't remember all the exact dates of early voting, but either way, that's a great resource that we have. So if you're eligible to vote, make your voices heard. And then just the other thing I just want to say, because I talked earlier that I'm going to step down shortly from the town board. So at this point, I'm planning for my last meeting to be August 17th. Assuming nothing major happens, but that's the plan at the moment. And just wanted to be transparent about that as well.
Great, thanks.
I just want to thank the highway department for the flowers. They look beautiful. I just want to thank you guys very much. It's a lot of work.
Thank you for honest, they're the ones who don't.
Yeah, they are.
Yes,
You guys put them up. So, yeah.
Thank you.
With that,
Announce about the tomorrow, Alex.
Yes, I mentioned it the last time, but I also tomorrow from 5 to 7, there's going to be a Dia de la Comunidad, which is a community day for the Latino community. We're going to have its Family of New Paltz and Health Services, and Phoenix has really done an amazing job helping us out organizing this. And it really is to bring awareness to health services and awareness to services in our community for the Latino community. Both migrant workers and immigrants, making sure that they feel welcome and letting them know that we have legal services, health services, and we'll have food and music and make them feel very welcome. So that's tomorrow at Family of New Paltz from 5 to 7.
and that's it. We will open it up for any public input. If you would like to make a comment, raise your hand if you're here in person, and if you're online, raise your Zoom hand and try to keep it to 3 minutes. And if not, we'll move on. No one online, so. Okay, and I'd like to invite John Orpatellia. We're gonna have a small presentation about Historic Preservation Committee website hosting.
Yeah. You have the handout.
Yeah.
This was, let me just say the effort was to rebuild the website, the map site, the interactive online map site that we had to take down December 21. Because the code that was used originally in the website was vulnerable to attack by nefarious agents. So the hosting service had to take it down, and what we did was solicited the support of SUNY New Paltz and Professor Pham, and 4 students redid the website this past semester. Fantastic job. And the next step for us is to get a service provider to host the site. And we've selected DreamHost. It's a shared starter plan, and the cost will be $35.40 per year. So it's a pretty reasonable.
Breaking the bank for us. there.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be able to cover our budget, I think, will cover this, the HPC budget, so. I have information here, details on, the features of the service provider. And I also showed in the handout, background information on the website. And the website was finished by the students, but it still requires a bunch of work to get it really ready for the release to the public. We're anticipating that we could finish all the nitpicking details that we've identified, complete beta testing, as we say, and have that released hopefully by the end of this year, by December, to the public. Maybe before, we'll see how. But Joe Melinak, who joined our commission, is offering to use his company's services to help us finish it. It really fantastic of him to offer that. So it's great that we have someone on our commission that actually has the skill and wherewithal to help us. Professor Pham is going to also be continuing to participate in the completion of details on the site. But it's going to basically be a fantastic site when we're done. It's going to be incredible. So that's one. The first reason I was here is to ask for you to allow us to use the town credit card tomorrow when I go in, to have them pay for the $35 for, that's the reason I'm asking. And the other reason is to sort of tin cup. We wanted to collect money to give the students, for students, $100 gift certificate to a bookstore for their effort in doing this job this past semester. So that's the other reason I'm coming here, to ask for a donation from you guys. I mean, we're trying to get $20 per individual. So that's the other reason. So I don't have a hat or a cup or anything.
Could you have PayPal?
Exactly.
Do you have PayPal?
Yeah, no, I actually don't take PayPal. You can send it to my BOA account, though. Take it that way. So is there any questions or anything about this?
No, this looks good. I know
Yeah,
people enjoy looking at the site, so
Yeah.
thanks.
yeah.
Okay.
You guys have a really dedicated board and I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And, your organizational skills and
Yeah.
ideas are always
yeah.
top notch and we're so lucky to
Yeah,
have you.
yours as well. It's Julie is the rep, our board rep that attends our meetings, and has good insights and good comments and help. Appreciate your help.
Sure. And so, getting you for real, because I didn't bring a wallet, although I knew you were gonna be here. I do have a credit card.
I know all you.
But
have-
I never carry cash,
You have like 100.
No, but, you said BOE account?
No, that's the
Bank of,
Bank of America.
Hey, okay,
That's all.
Right.
not a Board of Education account.
We can share,
Yeah, we can figure it out.
Yeah, you guys will figure it out. In fact, why don't you, maybe Neil, could you collect?
Yeah.
No, I'll do that. It's-
Oh, okay, you can collect.
Yeah. I'll do
Okay, good. Yeah, we want to do is we have the village board is contributing, and
it. And some other folks have already contributed.
HPC's contributed, the village HPC, and our HPC.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So we're all trying to get enough so we can give them
Sure. Good.
$100
Great.
gift certificate.
Sure, yeah. The town can't, like, we talked to Gene, the town can't give them a donation,
Right.
right? But we can
Yeah.
as individuals.
Yeah.
I know students need such things,
Yeah.
they'll make the most of that $100, so I think it's a great
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely. I think
What's
it's
the
great.
local bookstore?
Inquiring.
Inquiring Minds, we get 2 students will be able to, because they'll still be around here. And then the other 2 will have to use like Amazon.
Great.
Okay,
thanks.
Okay,
Thanks,
well,
John.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
The other thing I forgot, so I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing on the town of New Paltz to expend up to $3,600 of funds from the Community Preservation Reserve Fund to pay for the acquisition of parcel 86-14-2-1 in the town of New Paltz.
Second.
We're opening it.
Yeah, we're opening the public hearing.
So,
It's all on hold anyway because of the county auctions on hold, but this way, if it does move forward, we'll be done with.
Gotcha, okay, I see.
And so
Yeah.
we can see how that goes tonight.
Okay.
And
Any
so,
comments on
no. So make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
A through H,
Yep, second.
all in favor?
that?
Aye.
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 And when do you guys want to have exec session? We do it later on? We can do it at last at the end.
Do you want to do it at the end?
At the end,
maybe, so we can
yeah.
just
The vote
vote?
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great, yeah.
So, motion to authorize the rec committee to spend up to $21,000 with the cost of shipping around 2,202 to purchase a playground at the Field of Dreams from Willie Goat Company. And we've already approved the use of the funds,
Right.
but this is approving them, this particular company.
Mhm.
They got different bids, but and so we're using the rec funds for this, and the goal is to have, I think I sent the link around, but have a playground so people can play while some of the other kids are playing soccer or even though we have that nice rock up there that the kids love to climb on.
Yeah, all of our kids are fine on that ride.
Oh,
This just gives them something else to play on.
I think it's wonderful. I remember years ago being up there with Chuck.
Yeah.
He was describing exactly this, what he wanted, and he
Yeah.
pointed to the, spot
it's
where it would be, and
Such a
makes so
great
much
thing.
sense.
Yeah, it
And
really,
especially right next to the
well,
pavilion.
it turns it into a community place
Yeah.
now, where you don't just go hang out, and, next thing we need a food truck, so, yeah. so.
And it's huge, it's big,
It's big,
yeah.
yeah, no, this is gonna be super exciting, it's an alternative to Hadbro, which is kind of nice, you have like different spots and then here. Those,
I'm sure it will serve those people who live up there too.
Exactly.
Very nicely.
Yeah.
Plenty of parking.
plenty of parking,
Except on Saturdays when soccer's playing.
yeah. and then-
Yeah, well,
But anyway, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
And
surely from rec funds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
And so, yeah, like we already approved using the funds for this, and this is on their recommendation of the rec committee. So, they have a plan that they're working on, and so. Other people have asked me like, why can't the town do X? And I'm like, well, it's up to the rec committee for
Yeah.
the most part, because we're not gonna just tell them how to. Volunteers get to do it, run their boards as much as they can.
Thank you, Chuck and the rec committee.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is gonna, I think people are really gonna, and so the plan is, we're gonna be working in September, we think it's gonna come in, and we're gonna be working with volunteers, just like we did for Hasbrook Park. And so we'll be advertising it and people will go out and have a fun day building playground out there.
That was so much
Mhm.
That was a ton of fun, actually.
Yeah.
The one thing I did learn is when you show up on the
I know,
first
but-
day, you end up digging holes.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't get there the first day.
anyway, so next is motion to approve a contingent offer of employment to a permanent position of full-time police officer with the New Paltz Police Department to Conrad Rosales and Yasmin Cabrera at the effective rate outlined in the collective bargaining agreement. Contingent offer effective July 5th, 2023.
Second.
All in favor? Any discussion? Anyone? You want to say anything, chief, or else?
We'll bring you in for ceremony swearing in on July 20th. We completed the backgrounds on both. No issues, no concerns, spoken very highly of it at the academy, so excited.
And the police commission has recommended that we hire them,
That's great.
so.
All right, that's great.
So you said swearing in July 20th?
We'll do the ceremony swearing. in
Ceremony,
here with
yeah.
you all
Yeah.
on July 20th. We'll have them come in. They'll start phase 2 of the police academy July 6th. And so that runs the 6th through the 19th, and we'll have them come in on the 20th and we'll start their field training weekend.
That is great. Are they bilingual?
Yes.
I don't want to suppose, but that's great. Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And so, the Ted is here, Marty's here, actually, and Carolee's here. So the solar committee for the landfill. I don't know if you guys want to come up, this is, you give us an update, kind of continue the discussion. Can we get more chairs?
Oh, don't worry. We won't be here that long.
Oh, you know?
The tactic of good chairs.
And Janelle, I'm here. I'm a member of the committee too. I'm just here with you on Zoom.
Sorry, guys.
I know.
No. Huh? Yeah. Hi.
Thank you.
We're gonna feel like we are.
Well, if someone comes in and starts yelling at you.
Can I say a little bit about the history?
Yes.
Well, thank you for the chairs.
Well, thanks for working on this for a few years. Actually, it's nice to have you all here. This has been a long process, so.
So I just wanted to say, I am more or less the chair of the committee, although we all play an important role. And it has been almost 5 years that we've worked on this, and it seemed like such a no-brainer to put solar on the landfill. And it proved to be more challenging than we thought. In part because we put out RFPs and companies responded that were not seriously interested. They were kind of throwing the spaghetti at the wall to see what would stick, which was very frustrating to deal with because it was a lot of work to put out the RFPs, review everything, and then have them ghost us, which happened twice, right?
Mm.
So, a lot of kudos to Ted and Marty, Janelle, because I can't even count how many times we met to review those proposals. Fortunately, we're working with a company now called Sunlight, which has been really committed to working with us. And even though we've scaled the project way back, so it means less money for the town and less money for them, they're committed to seeing the project through, which is terrific. So that's the project that is before you tonight. And Ted and Marty can give you more details.
We talked 2 weeks ago, introducing the topic, the amendment presented for you this evening it would amend the original contract from a couple years ago to make the project smaller, but yet still, in our opinion, successful. It'll still result in the solar developer going through the permitting process, the financing, the construction, and the operations and maintenance of the solar facility at the landfill. It still result in the town likely to have a rent payment as their benefit. What also comes along with that is leading by example. The underutilized municipal land will be put into renewable energies for the community. The details of it, the amendment to the original agreement, legal counsel looked through that. We made a couple of changes over the last 2 weeks based on feedback a couple of weeks ago. Specifically, we took out specific action items to future energy storage. Energy storage, battery, whatever is still listed as a concept. Sunlight will keep an eye on it, but there's no actionable items from that. Those have been removed. And then in the exhibits that have been adjusted, emphasis to the timing of the easement for the areas on the landfill. And then also flexibility for what will be temporary construction easements, during that construction. And it's important to note that the construction for these kind of solar facilities would be very short. I'm used to 12, 18-month construction schedules. This will be more like 3 or 4 months, but they'll have some temporary areas that are agreeable to the town and the operations that are going on there. For those at the town's direction and convenience. So it's been emphasized. So those are the items, the changes that have taken place. Again, the original agreement was passed by town board. The amendment before you has been reviewed by legal counsel. It's been thoroughly vetted by the committee ourselves and has our full recommendation for approval. And in the last 2 weeks, we've made a couple of minor adjustments to make sure that it's positioned to be successful. We can address any questions or concerns I have and look forward to moving forward.
Just one observation, the contract that we have has a schedule of payments to the town. But that is subject to learning from Central Hudson what the cost for interconnection is, and they can't really get that from them until there's an understanding with the town. It's kind of chicken and
We have
egg.
to have the contract before we can get them
Sure.
to do the study with
Yeah.
Central Hudson.
But it won't, it won't cost the town any
No,
money. It
no,
just,
nothing.
so we're not like opening up the door, so, oh, we might end up owing money. We may not make as much as we hoped, depending on how much Central Hudson charges, right? That's the only difference.
And the concept is in what has been presented to you all, that
Mhm.
it has a little chart that says, well, if it's this, then it's that, and if it's such and such more or less, here's the impact to give a sense of it. So you all are aware of it.
I just had a question, is there, and just because I didn't see the contract, is there maintenance included in that? Or ground, I mean, I've seen so many ground mount solars where you have the leaves go rolling up and
Right.
nobody trimming them and then they don't work as efficiently as they could.
It does become part of the developer's responsibility. There is specific areas for
I figured, I just, but I
Right.
never heard to ask.
Yep.
Yeah.
To be fenced and maintained, but that is a responsibility. So,
If I recall, Ted, it's pretty specific as to what time of the year that can and can't be done.
Well, right now, that's because of the site, right, we're on top of the closed landfill. That landfill itself, the grass, the cover is regulated.
Mm,
And so the UCRA and the DEC have insight as to when it should be mowed. Currently, it's mowed just once during the month of August, and that's to make available the prairie-like grass for the wildlife and things that are taking advantage of it right now.
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank you guys for sticking with it.
Yes.
What's
it's
the
been a
fence
bit.
like?
Hmm?
What's the fence like? Is it wildlife friendly?
Well, right now, it's it's a standard fence, but there are aspects of the contract that call for it to be explored to be wildlife friendly, and there is a parallel NYSERDA grant that would look to make those additional alterations to the fence to make it more wildlife. And that's in conjunction with SUNY New Paltz and NYSERDA.
Plus, it's a small enough installation that most wildlife could be able to go around.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
So it was 4 acres?
Not even. right?
Well, it's 4 acres on top of the landfill would
Yeah.
be the
Mhm.
maximum space they would need,
Yeah.
the size they're looking at, right? The landfill itself, the footprint
Yeah.
is about 14 acres,
Mhm.
so it's a little less than half.
Awesome.
Great.
Are people okay voting on it tonight?
I am.
So,
What are we authorizing exactly?
to move forward with the contract?
Yeah.
These are the-
Your signatures, so it could be.
Yeah, so the town board approved the contract back in 21. But these are the amendments because we shrunk the size of it. So we're approving, these are amendments to the original contract, right?
I think, Neil, it's captioned as amendment number 1, perhaps, is that correct? If that's what you're voting on?
Yeah, so the motion would be to authorize the supervisor to sign amendment number 1 for the solar landfill contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right,
Fine.
all right.
Before you kick me out of here, may I
Yeah.
make a say something?
Yeah.
I want to thank the board for allowing me to continue chasing this dream from when I was on the board. And our ad hoc committee led by Cara has just done a wonderful job. We couldn't have done it without Ted, who is intimately knowledgeable of the contract and all the iterations that we've had before that. And has done this as a volunteer, even though in the original first of the 3 proposals, he would have earned a fee. He's been gracious enough to continue with the effort and to stay totally knowledgeable so that he could speak affirmatively with sunlight in this case. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
thank you
And
very
I'm
much.
glad, yeah, we're gonna,
Yeah.
I knew at the first one, it was gonna be like a third of the town for electricity. But this is much smaller, but at least it gets the ball rolling
Yes.
and
Well, it'll be nice to be able to say that we have a
Yeah.
solar installation on town property.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Really
I
nice.
think it's wonderful.
No, it's really awesome.
It will make us proud. Definitely.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Have a nice evening.
You guys. Thank you.
oh, thanks, Janelle.
Thank you. Yeah, you can have a lot of visitors.
Yeah.
Okay, number 6 is, this is authorizing me to send a letter to the DOT saying that we're aware that the estimated costs for Henry W have gone up. This lets us put it out to bid. This doesn't require us to move forward. But this is, I think this is to let them know that we're aware that, you know, what we're doing, you know, costs more than we thought it was gonna cost in 2017 when we wrote the grant.
Right.
But we won't know what the real costs are till we put the bids out, but you can't do this till you put the bids out.
Well, everything changed after COVID, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this just lets us
Yeah.
put the bids out and then we can make our decision based on real data. And not just estimates,
Mhm,
right? That, you know, these estimates are now a year old.
mhm.
We don't know what they are.
So it just authorizes you to send a letter.
Yes. Yeah, and that means that we can move the ball forward, put out the bids, and then we'll get the numbers back, and then we'll know what the actual costs are gonna be. And then we can make our decision. But we can't do that until we do this.
Right. I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And see the, you guys want to close the public hearing on the purchase of the county auction land? No one seems to have come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And motion to approve the June warrant for $943,978.06.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now, going to executive session,
Are we gonna do 8?
8.
We did
Oh,
the warrant.
no, the one, no, there's the warrant and then there's, the, short public hearing for the local, accessory apartments,
Oh,
zoning.
no,
Yours is different. than-
you might have made a mistake.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry.
yeah, no, it's,
The
Oh, I must have not downloaded. I downloaded.
the public hearing for the
Right.
accessory dwelling unit law is still open. We got the comments back today from the county planning board and we sent those around. The town planning board gave
Oh,
us the
yeah.
comments back.
Oh, goodness. I have a whole different.
And,
sorry.
We, you know, Stacy is, I think, has looked at them
Mhm.
and she'll like give us some advice on them.
Right.
And we can discuss them at our next meeting
Okay.
and decide if which ones we want to accept and
Mhm.
which ones that we think, you know, maybe don't really fit with what we want.
Right. Makes
And
sense.
if we want to not accept them, we need 3 out of 5 of us voting to not accept it.
Okay.
And that's, yeah, I think it's 3, maybe it's 4.
it's a.
Majority.
5, 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but
And that's
we'll,
what you sent us. Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, I read.
but,
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, and we'll, you know, hopefully if, and then I think if some of those changes are really drastic, we may have to reset the public hearing,
Yeah.
you know, but if not, if we're not making any changes, we can just close it and move forward with the law. So,
Okay.
And is it okay that I just mentioned that, you know, we got this and it has. From the, I know you mentioned that we heard from the county.
Yeah.
But we did hear from the county planning board, and it includes suggested best practices from the Housing Smart Communities.
Yeah.
Mm.
We were mentioning this
Right.
earlier, we had a conversation.
yeah,
So
we can talk about this next
I
time.
figured, but I just thought I'd say.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
we can talk about it if you want to talk about it now or not.
I haven't had the chance to review it. 'cause I know-
We just got it today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got it today. Right.
So, you know, I mean, we can talk about it at the next meeting
Okay.
and how we feel about these things. So,
Great, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That gives me an answer to to the letter written to me, so I
Yeah.
can say that we will be speaking about it in the next session.
Yeah.
Great, perfect.
And so with that, I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Essie, do you want to join us in executive session or we can?
Sure.
then
Maybe
call-
Dan can just call me.
Yeah, I'll
Take
call you.
care, have a
Okay,
nice
great.
weekend.
Right.
We want to call that scene?
Yeah, if no one's here, from now on, if people are here, I'll probably mute it, so.
Yeah.
Or like yell or something, you know.
Low ride.
At least you're not two-stepping into the
Oh, I wore them on.
There you go. You're all done? Good conversation.
What happened?
Are we done?
All right. Motion to come out of executive session.
Second.
And so, motion to pay, Stacy Delarade, consulting fee of, $100 an hour to train the new building department hires, for the town procedures.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to pay the, ENCB secretary, the amount per meeting that they approved for the 2 meetings that this person has, been secretary at. And in the future, keep the pay at $18 an hour.
Oh, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Was it right?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Bye, SC.
All right, I guess.
Good night, everyone.
I just wondered, maybe a business will sponsor the work